Listen to this. You can read every self-help book, watch countless videos, and repeat affirmations endlessly. But if you don't understand this one crucial truth, the love you seek will always remain out of reach. Today, I'm not here to give you theories. I'm here to give you the key, something that will forever transform how you relate to yourself and others. Are you ready to uncover it? If you're watching this, it's because something inside you already knows there's more. This isn't just about positive thinking or surface-level changes. It's about applying profound wisdom in a way that revolutionizes your life. By the end of this video, you won't just understand why you've struggled to feel loved. You'll walk away with a practical strategy to transform your relationship with yourself, and, as a result, with everyone around you. Your relationships are not random coincidences. What attracts or repels you in others directly reflects what remains unresolved within you. Think about someone who recently triggered intense emotions in you, whether love or frustration. That person is more than just a passing figure in your life. They are a mirror revealing something deeply buried inside you. Perhaps you find yourself drawn to people who make you feel insecure. Or maybe you're constantly frustrated by those who exhibit traits that you reject in yourself. Today, you'll learn how to use that mirror to uncover the parts of yourself crying out for attention and healing. Because until you do, you'll continue searching for love in all the wrong places. When someone triggers a strong emotional reaction in you, you're experiencing a projection of your own shadow. Look at the patterns in your relationships. Do you repeatedly attract people with similar characteristics? Do you consistently avoid certain personalities? Both reactions are equally revealing. Attraction and repulsion are two sides of the same coin, both indicating something crucial about your inner world. When deeply drawn to someone, ask yourself, what qualities do I admire in this person? Could these be qualities I haven't fully developed in myself? Maybe you admire someone's confidence because you've lived doubting your own abilities. Similarly, when someone irritates you intensely, ask, what exactly bothers me about this person? Could I possess that same trait, but have denied it in myself? Perhaps arrogance in others triggers you because deep down, you struggle with your own pride, one you're ashamed to acknowledge. This self-awareness requires brutal honesty. You must be willing to see the parts of yourself you've hidden, even from yourself. And it's in this recognition that true healing begins. If you're finding value in these insights, make sure to subscribe to Motivation Dose right now and hit that notification bell. We deliver daily wisdom just like this to help you transform your mindset and elevate your life. Don't miss out on the daily dose of motivation that could change everything for you. The most difficult relationships are often your greatest teachers. That person who constantly irritates you might hold the key to unlocking parts of yourself needing attention. It's no coincidence certain people appear in your life. They are messengers showing you the way to your own integration. Remember, just as others reflect parts of you, you also mirror aspects of them. When you understand this, you develop both compassion and responsibility. When someone reacts negatively toward you, they aren't necessarily responding to you. They're responding to the reflection of themselves they see in you. The purpose isn't just to identify patterns, but to transform them. Once you recognize what part of yourself is being reflected in a difficult relationship, you can begin healing that part. As you integrate those rejected aspects, your relationships will naturally transform. This integration doesn't happen overnight. Observe your emotional reactions like a scientist, without judgment, only with genuine curiosity. Over time, those who once triggered intense reactions will lose their power over you. Instead of attracting people who reflect your wounds, you will start attracting those who mirror your healed, whole self. True love becomes possible after this journey of self-discovery. When you love from wholeness rather than lack, relationships become spaces for mutual growth rather than emotional dependency. You no longer need someone to fill your emptiness. You are complete within yourself. Here's the ultimate truth. The part of yourself that you reject is sabotaging your relationships. You cannot fully love if you don't accept all of who you are. Think about what you hide about yourself. That's your shadow. Until you integrate it, you'll continue projecting insecurities onto others. Your shadow includes not just negatives, but also unrecognized gifts. When you reject parts of yourself, you fragment your being, creating an invisible barrier preventing deep connection. But when you embrace all that you are, you stop seeking love as something external. You become love. Every time you harshly judge someone, you're facing a mirror. That quality irritating you in another reflects something within you remaining unacknowledged. Your most intense reactions contain valuable clues about yourself. Perhaps you despise vulnerability in others because you fear your own fragility, or criticize ambition because you've denied your own desires for success. Relationship patterns are not accidental. If you examine your romantic history, you'll find recurring themes connecting seemingly different experiences. Perhaps you always end up with emotionally unavailable people, or consistently attract those needing rescue. These patterns are invitations for self-reflection, signals pointing to internal wounds requiring acknowledgement. The true purpose of romantic love isn't just happiness, though that can be a beautiful byproduct. Its purpose is revealing aspects of yourself that would otherwise remain hidden. In intimacy, your deepest fears, defense mechanisms, and unexpressed desires come to light. When conflict arises, the valuable question isn't who's right, but what is this teaching me about myself? Perhaps your disproportionate irritation over a simple comment reveals a deep insecurity. Maybe your need for control masks a fear of abandonment. Heartbreak, while painful, presents an extraordinary opportunity. When a relationship ends, you can blame the other person and repeat patterns, or turn inward and ask, "What can I learn from this?" This choice determines whether you become bitter or wiser. Mature love doesn't seek perfection in a partner, but mutual growth. A relationship rooted in this mindset embraces every challenge as an opportunity to expand, break limitations, and heal together. When you embrace love as a tool for personal growth, happiness comes more deeply and sustainably. The shift begins when you stop saying, "I always end up with the same kind of partner," and start asking, "Why do I keep choosing this kind of partner?" This perspective change restores your power. You're no longer a victim, but a conscious creator of your experiences. Breaking patterns requires reconnecting with your body. Learn to recognize how attraction to toxicity feels physically. There's often an intense excitement, a false security, a comforting familiarity. This awareness allows conscious choice rather than automatic reaction. Setting clear boundaries is essential, both with others and yourself. If you tend to lose identity in relationships, create rituals maintaining your connection with yourself. If drawn to narcissistic traits, define behaviors you won't tolerate. Boundaries are acts of self-love, interrupting patterns of self-sabotage. Transformation happens when you dare choose the new, even when uncomfortable. If always drawn to drama, a stable relationship may initially seem boring. This discomfort is normal. You're creating new neural pathways. Remember, breaking patterns isn't a one-time event, but a continuous process. The ultimate goal isn't relational perfection, but awareness, allowing free choice. When no longer controlled by unconscious programming, you create relationships reflecting who you are now, not past wounds. You love not from lack, but from wholeness. Authentic love isn't something you find, it's something you create. When you love yourself unconditionally, love stops being something you seek and becomes something you are. This shifts everything. Your relationships stop being sources of suffering and become expressions of who you are, because love isn't a destination, it's a journey. We've been raised believing love is external, something that finds us if we're lucky. This narrative places us in passivity and dependence. We wait to be chosen, seen, loved. But authentic love emerges from within, like a spring, not as something extracted from another. When depending on external love sources, you create perpetual lack, like a vessel with holes, never filled. External love is always temporary, conditional, limited by another's capacity. The paradigm shift happens recognizing you're the primary source of your love experience. Self-love isn't earned for being enough, it's your birthright. In a world teaching you to value yourself based on productivity or appearance, honoring yourself when failing becomes revolutionary. Speaking to yourself with the same compassion offered to a friend means recognizing your intrinsic worth, independent of external validation. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs to hear it today. And remember to subscribe to Motivation Dose and activate the notification bell. Every day, we deliver powerful insights like these that can transform your mindset and elevate your life. Join our community of growth-minded individuals who are committed to becoming their best selves. As you cultivate self-love, your external relationships transform. You approach others not from emptiness, but wholeness. Not seeking what you lack, but offering what you have in abundance. The irony is that when you stop desperately needing love, you become more capable of experiencing it deeply. The practice of self-love isn't narcissism, it's its opposite. Narcissism arises from deep insecurity, an inner void seeking constant validation. Authentic self-love comes from honoring your complete humanity, allowing you to see others with greater clarity and compassion. Try practicing conscious self-compassion. When difficult emotions arise, embrace them as part of your humanity, not flaws to eradicate. This radical acceptance changes your relationship with your internal experience and everything external. Remember, love isn't a goal, but a daily practice. There will be difficult days when old self-criticism resurfaces. Don't be discouraged. Every moment of awareness is an opportunity to choose love again. The greatest paradox: when you stop seeking love as something lacking, you discover it's always been there, like a fish desperately searching for the ocean while swimming in it. Your task isn't finding love, but recognizing it, allowing it to express first toward yourself, then naturally toward everything around you. Love isn't a prize for being enough. It's a state arising when fully accepting yourself, light and shadows included. No one will love you as deeply as you can love yourself. When you understand this, love stops being a search and becomes an expression of who you are. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Remember, love isn't something you find, it's something you build, and that journey begins today. Until next time.